Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Annie would like to introduce you to Andre Louis. He might well be one of the most convincing scammers I've ever come across. He speaks excellent English. Although if you read and listen carefully, right from the beginning, he gives himself away. Helped by a reverse image search, where I found the source of most of his photos. It took a while, but I found him. Andre contacted 3 of my girls, Denise, Annie and Flora. As you'll see as we go through these videos, there's probably going to be 4 or 5 of them. He fell out with Flora. He kind of disappeared from Annie's life. But Denise, being older and I suppose he thought more gullible, he's stuck with till the end. "Hello, Julia," he said, although as you can see, he later unsent that. "How are you? Nice to meet you." "Sorry," said Annie, "you're talking to the wrong person." "How so?" he said. "Look at my name." "LOL, I apologise," he said. "It's a typo. I apologise, Annie." Then he sent a photograph of a man waving. "OK," said Annie. "How are you?" he asked. "Tell me more about you." "I'd love to know." "I'm very well, thanks," said Annie. "What do you want to know?" "Everything," he said. "Where you from, what you do, stuff like that." "I live in Shaftesbury in Dorset, and I work on the checkouts in the supermarket. What do you do?" "I'm a doctor," he said. "That's nice. Do you love it?" he said, in answer to her saying that she worked in the supermarket. "I love England. Are you single?" "Hi." "Hi again," said Annie. "I'm divorced. My ex was a 2-timing bastard. What kind of doctor are you, and where do you live?" He sent the first of several voice messages. He was very confident in his abilities to speak proper English.
Okay, I can see it. I'm sorry. I guess that means he cheated on you, which is sad and it's wrong. I'm a general surgeon and a physical therapist. I usually travel for work, but the United States is home for me, California to be precise. How are you?
He sent a photograph. "Have you been to England?" asked Annie. And he sent another voice message.
I've been to London, yeah, but that was like a long time ago. That was a long time ago.
"Why can't you just type like everyone else?" asked Annie. "What's wrong with voice messages?" he asked. "It's annoying having to tap on them and listen." She said, "If you want to call, you're welcome." "OK, hold on," he said. And so, to avoid him having time to do anything clever, Annie called him. "Are you there?"
Hello.
"Can you hear me?"
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
"Yeah, I can hear you, yes."
Okay. Annie, how are you?
"I'm fine, thank you very much. So what kind of doctor are you?
I'm a general surgeon.
And where are
Can you
you?"
hear me?
Yeah, you kind of went a bit funny there, but I
I
can hear you now.
Okay, sorry, that's good. It must have been the connection. Well, I'm American, but I usually travel for work. It's been that way for me since COVID, working with Doctors Without Borders, doing contract jobs. When stateside, I usually focus on, cosmetology, aesthetics, plastic, you name it.
Oh, oh right.
Everybody wants to look sharp.
So, so you're
Huh?
a cosmetic surgeon, are you?
No, not just that. I'm a general surgeon,
Oh, okay.
cosmetics included.
And where are you now? Are you at home or are you travelling with whatever that organisation's called?
At the moment, I'm traveling. It's been that way since COVID. So what I do now is the U.S. government, they can send me with a team to go to a country where they have interests. Let's say it's a country where they take natural resources or mineral resources or like oil, but since they don't have access to medical facilities, social amenities, no good healthcare, no workers, people like us go there because they're Americans there. We provide Medicare to them and to the locals over there.
So where are you now?
Mogadishu.
Oh, I'm not sure I know where that is. Is that somewhere in Africa?
It's Somalia. Yes.
Oh, right, okay. Sounds really
Yeah.
interesting. What's it like there?
It's nothing fancy. it's it's like the major problem in Africa. A lot of natural resources, there's a lot of it, but they don't know how to take care of it. The poverty level is high. Their healthcare level is zero and next to none. Corruption, terrorism, you name it.
Oh dear, that doesn't sound good, does it? It's very sad, isn't it?
It is. When
So,
you see people that have all the natural resources in the world but don't know, it's like having all the talent in the world, but if you can't use it, it's useless.
well, that's very true. So, how long have you been there?
Not long, say a couple of months, 2 months.
All right, and how long will you be there for?
No, not too long. We're almost done. We're just getting batches of vaccines and medication. So once that is done, should be easy peasy.
Oh, right, so you were there for a vaccination program, were you?
Yeah, we were just, you know, taking care of people, injuries, surgeries, infections, any sort of breakout, because they're Americans here too. So we're taking care of both the Americans and the locals over here.
All right, okay. Do you
Yes,
know
ma'am.
where you go next? You must have been to lots of places.
Yeah, but no, but after this one, I'm looking to, settle down, start my own practice, you know?
Oh, right, you don't have your
Mhm.
own when you're at home then.
No, I usually work as a contractor, if they need me, they're good. But, it didn't make sense at the time to have mine because, always on the move. So it didn't make sense at the time. But after this, looking to settle down, have my own practice. And, you know, I think I'll just focus on the cosmetology part because we're seeing a rise in it
All
now
right.
where
What is
everybody always almost,
what is
huh?
cosmetology? I'm not sure I know what it is.
Yes, you do,
Do I?
the Botox. Yes, you do, the
Oh, right, okay.
Botox,
It's
the
what I was think. It's all
fillers.
right. It's what I was thinking it was.
Yeah, that's it.
So
We
where do
have
you
a
live?
surge in it now.
Yeah, where do you live in the states?
California.
Oh, right, okay. So, well, that sounds like a good place to be doing cosmetic surgery. Lots of rich people there, aren't there?
Well, there's people in California. It's good in Miami. It's good in New York. It all depends.
Yeah,
People come from all over just to, enhance their looks.
yeah. I never
To look this
understand why
way.
people want to do that, but there you go.
Well, that's people for you.
Maybe it's
I'm
because I
just the
can't
doctor.
afford it. So
No, it all depends. Everybody has or knows what they want to do.
indeed they
Everybody
do.
has, yeah, an idea of what they're supposed to look like.
I'm sure they do.
So tell me about you. Tell me about you.
What do you want to know?
Everything and anything.
Everything.
You said you were married, but your husband, I take it, you calling him a two-time this, I take it he cheated.
But yeah, well, she was half my age with legs up to her armpits. She was also his secretary.
Oof. That's, trust me, I feel your pain. Okay, I was engaged 2015 to 2019, only to come home one day and find her in bed with somebody else. So I feel your pain.
Oh, oh dear, that was very sad. Yeah, well,
So I understand how you
I'm
feel.
better off without him. He was a tight-fisted bastard as well. Never bought me anything.
That's not nice. You should spoil your woman.
Yeah, well, he didn't think so.
Did you did the marriage lead to any? Did you have any kids?
Oh yeah, I got grown-up twins, a boy and a girl. Well, man and a woman,
Oh,
really, ain't they? They ain't kids no more.
congratulations! That's good news.
Well, it was like an instant family, really, wasn't it?
So, are you close with them? Do you talk with them? Are they working, live in England, or traveled out?
Oh, they're
What's it
not
like?
far away. David lives in Salisbury, which is about half an hour from here, and Susan lives
Hmm.
in Bournemouth, which is just over an hour from here.
Like the football club. I like soccer. That's my favorite sport. I'm
Oh
a Chelsea
right,
fan. Hell yeah, I love soccer.
Oh
You
right, I
know,
can't be. I
but
can't be bothered with it. It's just men kicking a ball round a field. Don't see the attraction myself.
yeah. Do you like sports? Are you a sports person?
No, not really.
Okay. What are your hobbies? What do you like? What makes you happy?
Oh, I don't really have time for hobbies. By the time I finish working, and I got my mum to look after, and I got the twins to go and visit. What are your hobbies?
Okay. Well, I would say traveling. I would say, like I said, soccer. I would say music. I would say poetry.
All
I would
right,
say um, food. Um, what else? Exercise, fitness,
all right.
just to name a few.
What kind of music do you like?
Hmm. I like classical, pop, R&B, reggae. I like the 80s music, soul, funky, groovy, you name it.
All right.
Anything besides jazz, because I think it makes me fall asleep. Jazz and opera. They just, oof,
Yeah,
drive me
I'm
crazy.
with you on jazz. To me, jazz is background music if you're having a nice meal or something.
Yeah, it just makes you fall asleep for no good reason. Just for no good reason. And if you're having a bad day and someone plays, it just makes it worse. You know,
Oh
it just
well,
makes it
I
worse.
wouldn't go so far as to say it makes it worse, but
Well, who
so
won't though?
who's your favourite classical composer then?
My favorite classical composer. I don't know. I haven't thought that far. What about you?
Oh well, I like Brahms and Dvorak myself.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wow.
What kind of classical music do you like then?
Mm, Mozart isn't bad. Ludwig van Beethoven, he's not
Oh
bad. The old ones, you know,
yeah, I suppose not
the
bad. One way of
old.
describing Mozart, isn't it?
Yeah, but recently I'm more of like I like classical music, but I'm more pop and R&B.
All right,
You
okay.
know,
I don't really know anything about R&B, I'm afraid.
it's like rhythm and blues.
Yeah, I know
It's
what it
like rhythm and
means, but I
blues.
don't know. I don't listen to it.
What about pop music?
Sorry, say that again.
No, what about pop music?
No, I'm not. I've always preferred classical music myself.
Really? Why? Did you grow up listening to it a lot?
Yeah, my mother used to play a lot when I was a child,
That explains why. That explains why.
and she used to take me to concerts and stuff.
Yeah, that explains why.
So,
That
how long
explains
have you
why you
been a
like it.
doctor? How old are you?
Okay. I'm 42, say 10 years now.
Oh right,
hmm I was born in New Jersey. My parents were immigrants, actually. My mom is Spanish from Madrid, and my dad is Arabian. They
all
met in
right.
New Jersey, and yeah, hit it off, and that was it.
And where did they
I was
meet?
conceived.
Interesting mixture.
They
Where did
met.
they meet?
They met at New Jersey.
All right.
hmm And then I was born. It was all going good. Till one day, I think I was around 5 years old. My dad just up and left, just like that. You know, just like that.
You what? Say that again.
So no, I said my dad. He just up and left. He just left.
All right.
One day he just up and went to work and never came home. It really messed my mom up big time.
Oh, that's really sad. Do you know
So
what happened to him? Have you
yeah,
seen him again since then?
yeah, but it was like a long, long time, and it was not, it was not good. First time he came around trying to beg forgiveness from my mom, she got so mad, started throwing shit around, oof, it was crazy. So I was literally raised by two women, my mom and my nana, who's my grandma from my mom's side. She passed away 2019, breast cancer, so rest in peace. Um, in my late teens, early 20s, I moved to California. I used to model for a bit, needed the money. Then after a while, I had to ditch that, then go to med school. Went to Maryland. Johns Hopkins. Did it, and here we are. It's
Indeed.
been
I'm,
story
I'm
of my
sure your
life.
I'm sure your mum's very proud of you.
That's very sweet of you to say. I'm sure she is. I'm sure your kids are proud of you too.
Well, I hope they are, yeah. And I hope my mum is too.
Well, you're taking care of her, innit? So I'm sure you're taking care of her. Why would she be proud?
Well, I hope she is.
You know, you didn't leave her all alone. So yeah. What about you? You said you worked at a supermarket. That must be nice.
Well, it's all right. It's a job. They pay me. I've got nice colleagues.
Well, that's all that matters, right?
Well, it makes it bearable. Put it that way. I've been there for over 10 years now, so I think I
Wow.
probably time for a change. But you know what it's like.
Okay, so what would you or what do you want to do? What would you like to do?
What would I like to do? I don't know.
Hmm? No, you said it's time for a change. So there's something that
Well,
you have in mind that you would love to do.
no,
You
not
know, let's
really.
say if you went out,
Not really.
really
Just
nothing.
just go and work for another shop, but I'll probably stay where I am because we've got good staff facilities. I've got nice colleagues. I know what I'm doing. Probably no reason to change really.
Well, if the colleagues are nice and the facilities are good and they pay you well, you know,
Well,
you could just keep staying there.
I wouldn't say they pay me well, but they pay what they pay. Also, all supermarkets are pretty much the same really.
Well, maybe you can stay where you are, but instead you'd be looking for a promotion. Does that
Oh,
sound better?
I hadn't really thought about that. I'm not really sure I want to be promoted. You just get extra trouble, don't you?
Huh. Better pay, better move you out of where you are now. Plus, you've been there 10 years. I think you deserve one. That's a
Well,
long time.
maybe I'll
That
think
is a
about
long,
it
long time.
maybe I'll think about it next time they're advertising for managers. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, okay? 10 years is a long time. You've earned it, okay? You deserve it. You know?
Well, if you say so.
It's a long time. It's the truth, okay? So if someone's been working for you for 10 years, no trouble, always, doing things accordingly, then you need to reward them. It's not easy finding nice people these days. I'm gonna tell you that. It's not easy, you know. So if you've got somebody that stayed with you so long, for 10 years, come on, they deserve to be rewarded. They deserve it,
Well,
you know.
I'll think about it.
You should, okay. You
Yeah, I
deserve it,
will. I
okay.
will. I will.
You deserve.
Anyway, I'm
You
going to
deserve
have
it.
to go soon because I'm supposed to be meeting my son in Salisbury for tea at 3 o'clock. It's going to take me 45 minutes to get there, and I need to go and get ready.
All right, all right. Well, at least it was nice talking to you. We should do this more sometime, okay?
Indeed, of course we should. Yeah.
Okay. It was
Okay then.
nice.
Nice to
Mhm.
meet you. Anyway.
You too. You too. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay then. Bye for now.
Bye. Bye.
It was lovely to talk to you yesterday. We've been reading about Mogadishu. It has an amazing history, doesn't it? Yes, it was, he said. Yes, but it's not so much of a nice place, too. LOL. And he sent her a photograph of Baladogli airfield in Somalia. As far as I can tell, that's most likely an army base in Iran or Iraq or Afghanistan or somewhere in that area. It almost certainly isn't Baladogli Airport in Somalia, because if you look on the aerial view of the airport, it's much larger than that, and it doesn't look anything like that. And a photograph of himself, looking pensive. Happy Sunday, he said underneath. Is that the nearest airfield to where you're working? Asked Annie, and so our man sent another of those voice messages.
You know, I'm actually working at the airbase. There's a lot of departments over there because that's the actual place that it's safe. We have protection and we can carry out our jobs in peace.
We didn't quite get what you said at the beginning, said Annie. Could you type it, please? Actually working at the airbase, Lovey said, for security reasons. Oh, okay, she said. Are you working today? She asked on the Monday. I just got home from work. I did a morning shift today. How are you? He asked. I'm fine, thanks. You? And then they missed each other until the evening. I'm great, he said. Been seeing patients all day. And yourself? I was working this morning and doing some house cleaning this afternoon. Okay. How are your kids, he asked. Last time we talked, you went over to see 'em. Eh? The kids are fine, she said. I rarely see both at the same time. They live in different places. Remember, in the audio, she told him she was going to Salisbury to see her son. Okay. And how's work at the supermarket, he asked. Getting busy in the run-up to Christmas. We're selling a lot of warm socks and fingerless gloves. People are wearing extra layers so they don't have to pay to heat their houses as much. I'm just about to leave. I'm starting at 9 a.m. today. I work different shifts most days. I can be flexible, so I don't mind doing that, so long as I get my rota a couple of weeks in advance. Just wondered if you're here. She said at lunchtime I'm taking a half-hour break. But he wasn't. I'm here now, he said, later that evening. But Annie wasn't there. Oh dear, she said on the Wednesday, we missed each other. I'm home from work. I had an early shift today. But of course, he wasn't there. It's okay, he said, later that evening. You must be asleep now. I'm still awake, she said, but I'll be going to bed soon. But he wasn't there. Okay. Did you have a good day? A good Wednesday? Happy Thursday. Good morning, she said. I won't be able to go into work today. I have a cold. Oh dear, he said. It's that time of the year, eh? I don't feel too bad, she said, but best to stay away for a day or two. The dangers of working in a supermarket. It's going around and you can't avoid it. Yeah, you're right. Maybe take something hot so you can be warm, eh? I've taken a lemon drink thing that we sell, she said. Is it helping? He asked. I think so. My headache isn't as bad. I expect I'll be better tomorrow. You disappeared. I'm feeling much better now, she said 2 days later. I didn't, love, he said. I'm here. How are you? I'm fine now, thanks, she said. I'm starting work soon. Okay, he said. And he sent a video of a man working out in the gym. Why did you send me a random video of you in a mask? She asked. I thought you were working hard in Somalia and not chilling in a gym. It's not random, he said. I'm working out. Who chills in a gym? You train in a gym. Oh, okay, you aren't working? I train in the morning, he said. Then start my day. I guess you need to keep fit in your job. I do. I love to stay healthy and exercise. That's good, replied Annie. I'm glad you think so, he said. I really am. Have you been busy recently? Said Annie. I've hardly seen you online and I have to leave for work soon. And if you're looking at the screen, you'll see they were only exchanging 1 or 2 messages a day. And we're up to the 21st of December. I'm sorry. Yes, I have, he says. Okay. I bet it's going to be a busy week because of the holidays, right? Yeah, it will. Everyone will be stocking up for Christmas. I swear people eat twice as much. We're only going to be closed for 1 day. It's not been too bad this morning, but I think we'll be busy again after lunch. Well, it's that time of the year. Are you feeling better today? Better? Said Annie. I just had a cold for a couple of days last week. I was back at work on Friday. Oh dear, he said. Hopefully it's not COVID. Eh? What? Said Annie. No, I said hopefully. It's just a cold. You know, that's all. Just COVID. I have no idea what you're talking about, said Annie. I had a cold for a couple of days last week and I was back at work on Friday. Okay, he said. Phew, she said, on Christmas Eve. I just got home. I did the really early shift this morning. I'm off now till Tuesday. I'm just packing to go and stay with my daughter for a couple of nights. What are you doing for Christmas? And so he sent another of those little voice messages.
Well, I'm glad. I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas. Nothing really. I ain't doing nothing. Nothing really. Just fireworks and whatnot. That's about it. And you?
And then he sent her a Merry Christmas gift. Annie, of course, disappeared for a few days because she'd gone to stay with her daughter. And it was Christmas, and I wasn't going to be talking to scammers over Christmas. Good evening, she said on the 27th of December. I got home about an hour ago. I had a lovely time. My son and his partner came on Christmas Day. Then he sent a silly video with the Grinch in it.
What do you mean? I don't pay nobody. I don't pay my bills. I do nothing. I'm in bankruptcy all the time.
What's the most overrated luxury brand?
It has to be this place. They don't like me. Low. They don't.
I don't understand why you sent me that. said Annie. Are you okay? You rarely come on here. It's a funny video. That's why, he said. Clearly he and I have very different senses of humour. I'm okay, but I'm rarely on here, he said. Are you on Telegram? No, said Annie, I've never used it. That's not true, I have, and I don't like it. Can you get it, he said. I promise it'll be easier and better to chat you on there. No, I'm quite happy chatting with you on here, she said. Then we chat when we can, he said. Indeed, I can't cope with lots of apps I never remember to look. That's why they send notifications, he said, so you'll see it. Yeah, I get lots of notifications on my personal phone. Just sits here going bing, and I don't always remember to look. I really don't need yet another app, she said. Did you have a good Christmas? Do you use chat? I do have that to talk to my children and my mother. For some reason she likes using that. Don't understand why. No, I don't, he said. Now that's very unusual in Scamland, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, my Christmas was good. I hope yours was too. It was lovely, thanks, she said. I stayed with my daughter and my son joined us on Christmas Day. Are you all right? You disappeared. I didn't, sugar, he said, a week later. Yes, I am. How are you? I told you. I'm barely on here. Remember? I know, said Annie. I was just worried about you. Oh, thanks, love, he said. You're so sweet. If you had Telegram, we'd text more and talk, for sure. I don't use it. Sorry, she said. Do you use anything else? No, my dear. It's okay. We talk when we can. Annie sent a smiley face, and then looked at his name at the top of the screen. I've just realised you changed your name, didn't you? She asked. That's my middle name, he said, and we're up to the 8th of January now. I'm not working today if you come online, said Annie the next day. It'd be lovely to talk to you again. I don't think you want to talk to me, do you? She said, sending a miserable face. I do, beautiful, he said. How are you? It's like what, 6 p.m. there? It's just after 4 p.m. I wasn't expecting you to answer me. He sent another photograph of himself, looking pensive. You're looking pensive, said Annie, who'd clearly pinched my line. More like happy, he said. Why are you happy? Oh, goodness, I've just seen the time. It's 11:30 p.m. and I have to go to work tomorrow. I'll have to say good night. Good morning, beautiful. How are you? Did you sleep well? Good afternoon, she said. I just got home from work. I did an early shift today. Okay, and how was work, darling? Fairly quiet. Monday mornings are usually quiet. 'Cause people are at work, he said. Because most people do their shopping on Friday or Saturday. Those are our busiest days. Yeah, he said, 'cause it's the weekend, eh? Miss you, Annie, babe, he said the next morning. Good morning, it's lovely to hear from you. How are you? I'm doing good, I'm great. And you? It's a shame you don't come on here more often. I have to leave for work soon. I'm starting at 11 a.m. today. I do different shifts almost every day. Do you have WhatsApp, he asked. Haven't I already told you I only use WhatsApp for family? Don't think you have, Annie. Then we chat whenever, he said, because I never ever give my phone number to people I've met online. I guess you don't want to talk to me any more, she said a couple of days later. That's okay, I'll find someone else to talk to. I can see you've been online, so it's obvious you think a supermarket worker is beneath you. Okay, he said. I told you, I'm barely on here. I use Telegram more. I know, but I could see you'd been online here and didn't want to talk to me. He sent another voice message.
That's not true. I just come on here, check a few things, and get out. I remember telling you if you wanted us to talk more, we could on Telegram. I remember telling you that, so it's not my fault. I'm barely on here.
That's not true, said Annie. I could see you've been on here, because Facebook will say something like last seen 4 hours ago. He sent another voice.
I don't know what you mean by it's not true. My data is always on, it never goes off. So whether I'm on here or not, it's always going to show I'm online. I remember telling you I'm not on Facebook that much. But if you want us to text more, it can be on Telegram because I'm always on there. I work from there, you know?
I know you remember telling you I don't use Telegram, said Annie. How do you use it for work? Monitor supplies, he said. Keep tabs with patients and colleagues. Annie sent him a thumbs up. And that was 2 weeks ago as I'm recording this, and he hasn't been seen since. I hope you enjoyed this episode of someone who I think is quite an experienced scammer and who speaks excellent English. Although, by this time, I'd got the idea for no particularly good reason, that possibly he also has a full-time job, which is why he doesn't come online very much and doesn't seem to express a huge amount of interest in most of his scams. I know that because he was also talking to a fellow scam baiter at the time. He disappeared from her life as well. It seems to me that he has quite a temper on him, which you'll see in Flora's episode. Although the more scam baiting I do, the more confrontational my girls are becoming, but that he also can't be bothered to put in a lot of work. If he's got a victim that he thinks is easy to scam, he'll continue. If he's got a victim who starts asking questions, then he's not interested. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in Andre/Hakeem Louie episode 2, where he's talking to Flora.